Hi everybody, Elin here. As you may or may not know, I've been on a book buying ban since 25th of February and I just bought some books because I managed to actually stay on my book buying ban for as long as I said I would, and during this time I only bought ebooks, but that was just fine. But now I've actually bought some physical book, but also an ebook that I'm going to share as well. And well, I mean, it is quite big so maybe I got a little bit out of hand, but I mean, who hasn't? So yeah, I think we should unbox this bad boy. And the first thing I'm going to pick up from here is this gorgeous baby, and this is a box set of Recurrence series, which I never remember the name of. The Youre Welcome series. So this is ridiculously embarrassing because I never ever remember the name of this series, but I do love it, so it's kind of embarrassing, but whatever. And this box set contains The Lost Hero, The Son of Neptune, The Mark of Athena, The House of Hades, and The Blood of Olympus. And I don't even know what that was. Anyways, and I have read The Lost Hero and The Son of Neptune, and I really like them. And I have read like 100-ish pages of The Mark of Athena as ebooks, but for some reason when it comes to Recurrence books, I'm really like, for some reason I don't really feel like picking them up as ebooks, and it goes really long time from me starting it to actually taking the time to finish it. So I bought the box set because I also think that all of his covers are ridiculously beautiful, so I wanted them in physical copy. I'm just gonna pull them out here. First of all, we got The Lost Hero, we've got The Son of Neptune, we've got The Mark of Athena, and it looks really cool because there's like an owl there, and I really like that. And then we have, oh, there's something in here, I don't even know what that is. And this is The House of Hades, and then there's like a sticker on it. No, it's not even a sticker, it's like on the actual cover, like printed in it. And it says, inside never before seen short story, The Crown of Ptolemy, and more bonus content. Well, that sounds cool. And if you look at the cover, something is definitely going on there, like they've been attacked or something, so definitely want to see that. And then we also have The Blood of Olympus, and I mean, this cover looks totally badass. And now I want to see what it was in this one. Ooh, look at that. It's art. I really love that. Oh my god. It's like the different camps. So it's Camp Half-Blood, and then it's the Roman camp that I never remember the name of, but it says SPQR. So it's the different camps for Half-Bloods, and this looks pretty darn cool, so I'll definitely put this up somewhere. And the next book is The Land of Stories. That's the series name, and this book is called The Wishing Spell, and this book is written by Chris Colfer, and yes, that's the guy from Glee. But this is a middle grade book, which means it's aimed for 9 to 12-year-olds, and it's like a retelling of different stories. And I mean, they go into like there's a couple of twins called Alex and Connor, and they like are given a fairy tale book by their grandmother, and they actually enter the land of the fairy tales. So they meet the evil queen, and yeah, so it's different fairy tales. Like sorts of like Snow White and Sleeping Beauty, I think. Maybe, yeah, I think so. So, and these books, this series, I think there's 5 books out, and a 6th is coming out this year, and they have ridiculously good ratings, all of them on Goodreads, so they're supposed to be really good. And I really like in a middle grade kind of hype thing. I really want to read more middle grade books, so this actually really came at the right time. And then we have one of my most anticipated releases for April till July. If you haven't seen that video, go watch it, although it is in Swedish, so if you don't know Swedish, you might not give you that much, but you will be able to see the beautiful covers. So yeah. Anyways, this is The Takedown by Corey Wang, and it's actually blurred by Sara Shepard, like some of her series at least. And this is about a girl, I don't remember her name. It's by Kylie Cheng, and she is a really, really good student. She's on her way to become valedictorian, and everything is going really, really great for her. And like for college applications to do and stuff like that. But a week before those college application is due, there comes a video like go viral of Kyla doing it with her English professor, and she never actually did that, so it's like photoshopped to make it look like it's her, and she tries to figure out who did it, and she needs to figure it out before her entire future is like ruined. And I don't know if you can see, but the entire cover is like made from small pictures that actually shape her face, and it looks really, really cool. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this. And now we have 2 books left in this box. And it is The Valiant by Valiantly Livingston, and it says here on the cover, Princess Captive Gladiator. And I don't really know that much about it, but I do know that it's about Fallon, and she is a daughter of a proud Celtic king and the sister of the legendary warrior Saoirse, and the sworn enemy of Julius Caesar. And when Fallon was a child, Caesar's armies invaded her homeland, and her sister was killed in battle. And now, on the eve of her 17th birthday, Fallon wants to follow her sister's footsteps and earn her place in the fearsome Shanti war band. But she never gets the chance because she gets captured and sold to an elite training school for female gladiators, owned by no other than Julius Caesar himself. And I've heard that this is sort of kick-ass, girl power sort of thing, since it's a female gladiator. I mean, how cool is that? And I do like the cover. I just feel like something is gonna happen, and I want to know what. And it is Youre Welcome Universe by Whitney Gardner, and this is actually her debut novel, and I'm really, really trying to find like a lot of debuts this year. And yeah, this is her debut as well, so I have 2 debut books in this pile. And anyways, this is a contemporary book, and it's about Julia, and someone like made a slur about her best friend, and with like graffiti or something like that, and Julia has to cover it up, and she goes to Kingston School for the Deaf, and her supposed best friend snitches that she, tagged the wall or whatever you call it, and tells the principal, and she gets suspended. And her mom then sets Julia on a one-way ticket to a mainstream school in the suburbs, where she's treated like an outcast as the only deaf student. And yeah, she keeps on tagging things, and she risks getting arrested and gets expelled again and stuff like that. And so it is pretty darn, it's diverse of course, and I really like reading about deaf people, and there's like art in here as well. I mean, this is maybe not the most entertaining piece of the book, but this was the first one I found, and it's about it's an armchair, but it's art, and then maybe someone that's a little bit more interesting maybe, but that one was the first one I found. Okay, here's a face, but anyways, it's art in this, and yeah, I think it will be fast read. And that was all the physical books I have bought, but I've also bought a ebook, and that is A Dark Shade of Magic by Victoria Schwab, and I've been wanting to read a book by Victoria Schwab for like forever, but I think they're sort of expensive, at least in the print covers that I wanted it, so I bought it as an ebook. And to be honest, I don't really know that much about it. I mean, I know there's a guy named Kel that can travel through 4 different Londons. So there's like White London, Red London, Grey London, and Black London, and I know that Black London is like all of magic is like gone, I think, and then the grey don't really have magic at all, and then the red and the white they have magic or something like that. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's something like that, and it's not a lot of people that can travel through these dimensions, or we want to call it. Yeah, that's a really crappy summary of what it's about, but that's pretty much all I know. But I'm really looking forward to actually reading it and finding out more, and I've heard really fantastic things about it, so yeah, I will definitely be reading that one soon. But that was all I had for this time. I really do hope you liked watching this video, and if you did, I do hope that you want to follow me by clicking subscribe, so that you can get a notification for every time I update, and you know, just so show me some moral support. And yeah, I do hope we see each other next time. Bye!